That surgery took place on the 3rd of February. Today is the 15th of February. So managed to be in the hospital for 3 days. I've been home for another, I guess at this point, 8 days or so, maybe 7 days or so. But nonetheless, wanted to share with you just a little bit of observations about how that surgery went, what it was like leading up to it, and I guess as the days have rolled by, what each day has presented to me, and what I can hopefully reassure you is a series of good things that you can look forward to if you're thinking about the same type of surgery. And hopefully if there's any value in this, you'd go ahead and keep on listening. So, day one, I guess immediately after surgery, the actual time that led up to surgery, from being prepared in the preparatory room to actually being wheeled down to surgery, obviously quite conscious during that time, relatively at ease. I don't know exactly why I was a little worried about that, more than I was worried about just about anything, but the truth of the matter is there certainly was a calmness, for lack of anything else, that kind of comes over you, where you kind of recognize you can't get up and you can't run and you can't get away from anything, so something's going to happen, and you just hope that it happens quickly, happens painlessly. I would tell you that I remember going into the operating room. I remember brief conversations during the very initial stages of even taking me off of the gurney and putting me onto the operating room table. Other than that, I don't remember anything. I remember waking up and people saying, "Hey, how you doing? What's going on? It's over." And as folks will tell you, honestly, I was stunned that 5 hours had gone by so quickly. So there is no awareness whatsoever, at least there wasn't in my case, of anything that happened being in that operating room itself. Once I was back in the recovery room, people were able to come in and see me. Obviously, you're very, very medicated, very groggy. You've got a lot of patching and a lot of other tubes and other things that are connected into you, so your freedom of movement is certainly restricted. That much having been said, they keep you pretty well doped up, so you're not in pain the way you'd think of being in pain prior to having had the surgery. And the fact of the matter is, for the first 24 hours or so, you're pretty much just being kept, given everything that you need to have for sustenance and the rest of it. You're not going to eat or anything, but they're going to give you sips of this and sips of that. A lot of pain medications brought to you. Every hour is disruptive and the rest of it, but basically that continued the first 24 hours. During the following day, which would have been Thursday, I was up and I was walking, which surprised me. It really surprised me. There's a considerable amount of pain that you feel when you try to move for the first time. The pain is a combination of everything being tight, sewn, having been cut, and also having a big, large, probably an adhesive bandage over it the size of almost a sheet of legal paper. So at any rate, I am happy that those times passed relatively quickly. I was walking each of the days there at the hospital, and again, I was out of the hospital in about 3 days' time. I'm going to pick up in the next video, talk a little bit about what it's like coming home. So I'll catch you then.